So I'm setting up my camera here on the side of a Blue Rhino propane tank case. What's up, guys? It's Braxton, your favorite meditation teacher. I don't know if I've earned that title yet, but I sure hope to. Look, one thing that I want to share with you before we begin this meditation is something that I've learned recently. And bear with me here, it's very normal for us to want to hold on to the pleasurable experiences that we have in life. Obviously, I don't have to explain that. When something good happens, I give an example, you go hang out with friends and you meet someone maybe you find cute or attractive, and you hang out and you kick it a little bit. It's really easy for the next day for you to think a lot about that experience and wonder, ooh, man, how can I create it again? Or how can I make sure that I get that experience, tomorrow or next weekend as well? And how can I, kind of scheme in a positive way this week up to next week that I can experience that once more? I encourage you to try to let that go. Put this in your mind. You didn't plan the first experience. No need to plan the next. Life will continue to plan its own positive experiences. Dinner with someone that you like, a dance with someone that you find cute, a good conversation with a close friend, a heartfelt moment with someone in your family, a good workout, a good game of basketball that's a pickup game with you and some friends. Things will happen. I had a great experience tonight with a client that is a good friend of mine that was going to well, she's a good person too, but a good friend of mine that was going to yoga class with me, doing some hot yoga, which is awesome, yin yoga. But afterwards we were talking, it was a really good conversation. And afterwards we were sitting there talking for 5-10 minutes, and we were right by a taco place. I was like, hey, let's grab some tacos, because it's cold out here and I'm hungry. And so we had an awesome conversation for an hour, an intellectual conversation. It was really, really good. Got to hear about her life, she got to hear about my life, can share about things that we're both learning in life. That is an awesome moment. A good time with a good friend. You don't have to plan that. It's in our nature, though, to take that and go, how can I recreate? How can I experience again? It doesn't have to be that way. That was a great experience that wasn't planned. And life will continue to give you those. That's something you can trust. So just take a deep breath. You can close your eyes and join me in meditation for a moment. First, let's reflect on what we just talked about. Think about an experience you had that was positive. Try the best you can to remember that moment. Whether it was a conversation, whether it was friendly, whether it was romantic, whether it was family, whether it was an athletic event, or a good study session, or a good book you read, or a moment in time where the weather was just awesome. Try to think about that moment. For a second, relive it, feel it in your heart. How much you enjoyed it. Sometimes I like to take my hand and find my heart, find my heartbeat, especially when I'm reflecting on something that I'm grateful for. My heart enjoyed that moment. My heart enjoyed that night, or that conversation, or that dinner, or that person that you met. It was good. Now reflect on the fact that it is certain you will have positive experiences in the future. That is sure. And think just for a second how grateful you are that you don't have to necessarily plan these. They're already set. They're already set in the future. No need to devote time and thought towards how can I create? How can I arrange? How can I schedule? You might schedule a beach day, and it turns out to be a fluke. It doesn't work well. It's late. It rains. A lot of things you schedule don't work out in the first place. The greatest moments are those that are spontaneous. Just for a moment, reflect on the gratitude you have for the fact that life will continue to unfold in front of you without need for your control. If you're anything like me, there's a small smile that goes on your face, or you can sit grumpy through this meditation. It's up to you. I can't see you. I don't know what you're doing. Think for a moment while you're meditating about the things in the future that you would hope to happen, whether it's someone that you'd meet, or a dinner you'd had with someone, or an event you'd like to go to, something that would be fun, something maybe that would be spontaneous, maybe a night that you run off and, escape into the town with someone and dance and drink and eat food and be merry all night. Or it's a really good conversation that sparks up, or it's someone you meet that you find very attractive and they find you attractive too. And you guys have a great conversation, a great night. Maybe it's the achievement of something. I want you to think about it, still with your eyes closed, in a state of meditation, as if you'd like it to happen. I would like that thing to happen. Using that English very specifically, I would like this thing to happen. Notice how you breathe. Notice how your face sits. Notice how your body composes itself when you would like something to happen. Now notice how your body begins to change. Think in your mind that you want it to happen. That you really want this thing to occur. Whatever experience it is that you've focused on, I really want that thing to happen. I really want it to happen. Notice how your breathing shifts. Now, think about the fact that it will happen, that you expect it to happen. This is not think it and it'll pop into your life. I'm not saying that, but just focus on your body. Feel the difference when you really expect that thing will happen, that you'll meet that person, or you'll go and achieve that thing, or you'll have that fun at the party, or whatever it is. Think in terms of, I expect it to happen. It's already given, as if it's already planned out in the life ahead of you. But no matter what you do, you couldn't change it. It's going to happen. Whether it's 12 days away, 30 days away, or 16 days away. It's already set. It's already going to happen. You're just moving closer to it every moment. Feel how your body shifts when you think in that way. If your mind wants to wander, that's okay. As always, no need to be harsh. Get back here, mind. Not need for that. Let it explore like a kid would, and let it come back to this thought. The beautiful experiences you have in the future that you hope for are already set. They're already there. You expect them to happen. Now, the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter if you expect or not. It doesn't really change the fact of whether it's going to happen or not. The truth is the fact that you don't really know what's going to happen in life, and thinking about it all the time isn't going to help. But knowing that life will surely, if you look at math, there is a very, very high probability you'll have a very positive experience in the future. And probably in the near future. No need to worry about trying to create your own. It probably will produce more stress. And if you're thinking in terms of profit and loss, you'll probably spend more time stressing and hoping and urging to try to make that situation happen than you will experience pleasure in the moment that it actually happens. So, consider that. Better to experience a small moment of pleasure, a small moment of wonder and awe, unplanned and unthought out, and something you didn't sweat and toil for. Now, I'm all about working hard to make things happen. Achievements are another thing. That's another conversation. But life's spontaneity, things that just happen, things we've talked about. Better is a moment like that that comes and goes like the wind, that you enjoy when it's there and it goes on, and you go on to life, than thinking all the time about how to create it yourself. And and then it lasting all that it was intended to last. 10 minutes, an hour, maybe a day. By the way, I think holding on to those positive experiences themselves is a negative experience. Let the experiences you have in life be like the wind. When it comes, it's here. This is great. And when it goes, goodbye. If you focus too much on that, you might miss what's next. Take time every single day to breathe, to come back to just a state of being, a state of observation. The world is quiet after all. A lot more quiet than you think. As it is, in your head. But that'll take time. As for now, your friend Braxton. Peace.